What are the best mouse traps? In the United States, there are roughly 20 million mouse infestations each year. If you convert that into a percentage of total U.S. households, we can see that almost 7% of all households are affected. We can safely assume that mice are a massive problem. They bring diseases and fright. It's understandable then why mouse traps are such a common object in most households. Getting rid of mice is a must, and there is no better way to do it than with traps. In this video, we'll check out some of the best mouse traps and tell you what makes them so great. The Victor Snap Trap. We're starting off the list with a budget option. Victor Snap Traps are exactly what you imagine them to be. Your good old classical snap trap. They don't have any complicated mechanisms and are simple to use. There are two primary components to this trap, a metal bar and a pedal. Once a mouse applies adequate pressure to the pedal, the trap gets activated and it traps the mouse. These traps cost around $7. However, since they are so cheap and simple, they don't always work so well, mainly because the pressure required for the trap to activate is a bit too much for such a small animal. However, most users have reported that the trap works wonders if they use bait, which is naturally sticky like peanut butter. The Vensmile catch and release traps. These traps are unique in the sense that there's no special setup required and there are no mice corpses for you to dispose of. People generally try to avoid handling dead animals due to an assortment of valid reasons. So if you're not too keen on doing that, this is the perfect trap for you, and you can find them at a cost of around $15. There are transparent catch and release traps that let you see the rodent inside. However, you have to remember that these traps don't kill the rodent. This means that you have to constantly check the trap to see if something got trapped. When releasing the mouse back into the wild, make sure you take it far away from your home. Lastly, if you want to use these traps again, you have to wash them well and clean them because the scent of the mouse is caught and will stick around and other mice won't be inclined to enter. Snappy snap traps. If classic snap traps don't interest you and you want something more effective and hardcore, these upgraded snap traps will satisfy your wish 100%. Snappy snap traps are made of plastic or metal that don't retain scents. You can buy them at a price of $12 to $14 in most online stores. They require a little bit more knowledge than classical snap traps, but only when it comes to setup. You need to press the bar down until there's a snapping sound. This is when the trap is ready and set. Many people are happy with this trap, saying it doesn't cause as much of a mess as regular snap traps. The only downside of the snappy trap is that it doesn't really work well when it comes to very small mice. Glue traps, doom mouse. These traps are controversial. Some people love them, others absolutely despise them. The reason they despise them is that these traps are as inhumane as it gets. Once the animal gets trapped, there's no way out. It's doomed. Some great glue traps cost around $15, which isn't expensive since you won't be needing more than one or two. There's nothing nice about these traps, but when it comes to dealing with mice problems, they get the job done. Glue traps aren't as effective as other traps, but they're useful when you can't place other traps in certain areas. Most glue traps are made with specific scent applied to them in an effort to attract the mice. However, we recommend using a bait as well, like peanut butter or even chocolate. The Meida snap trap. These snap traps have a unique design and are the most common snap trap these days. They aren't your usual snap traps where there's a metal bar. They're shaped like a jaw, and the top part comes down when a mouse activates the pressure plate located inside the trap. It closes shut, but it doesn't kill the mouse instantly, and neither does it decapitate the mouse. The great thing about the trap is that there's no blood because mice die of suffocation. Meida snap trap is a little bit smaller in size than other snap traps, but this fact doesn't affect how well it works. It gets the job done, and since the chosen material is plastic, there'll be no leftover scent, which contributes to its amazing reusability. Their price is around $15. Electronic mouse traps, Victor. The Victor electronic mouse traps are becoming more and more popular, mainly due to the fact that they kill the mice instantly and are relatively clean. The massive plus size of these traps is that they can last for a long time because they use 4 AA batteries. This specific electronic trap can kill around 100 mice before the batteries run out, and it costs a bit over $20. It also features a safety switch which doesn't allow the trap to activate while the door is open. There's also a tunnel design inside which prevents children and pets from getting a shock. The downside of these traps is that they aren't good for outdoor use. Additionally, you may want to try your hand at pest repellents. They're super easy to use and cost a bit more than mouse traps, but they work for many different types of pests, which makes it a one-size-fits-all pest controller. They are overall a safe device to use, avoiding the danger of using toxic chemicals and poisons. Pest Destruct Pest Repeller is one of the best ones on the market. It eliminates flies, cockroaches, spiders, fleas, mice, rats, and other pests and has a 30-day guarantee. Let's sum up. Getting rid of mice can be a difficult task, especially if there's a lot of mice involved. However, with the right combination of traps and proper knowledge, the mice won't stand a chance. Remember that using a wide variety of traps will speed up the process of exterminating the mice. The good thing about these traps is that they are simple to use and relatively cheap. All you need to do is use the knowledge you've gained from the tips we've shared with you in this video. For more information on how to prevent mice from coming in your home and how to use peppermint essential oil to repel mice from your home, make sure to check out more videos on our channel.